Friends, thanks for joining with me today. Rachel Claire here, the BoulderPsychic.com. So the other day I was with my daughter's play therapist. So yes, my daughter is in play therapy. I am a huge proponent of therapy. I'm a huge proponent of working things out. There have been some things that I just want to make sure that my daughter is super supported because, of course, her father and I have already separated, yada, yada, yada. But today I wrote a post about some things that are dear to my heart and something that really came alive for me in one of my sessions in the parent meeting with this play therapist. Basically, she was sharing with me about children having quiet time. And I love this so much, quiet time or alone time. And I'm a huge proponent of this because I know a lot of moms don't have their kids take naps anymore, or maybe they feel like they've outgrown naps, and then we feel like we don't get any space or we don't get any time. And really setting good boundaries with young children can be super challenging, but it's what they crave and need the most. So here is your answer for what to do if your child has given up naps, you're not getting naps, you don't have that space, but you would like some space. You would like some quiet time. You want to read a book for a little bit or do some yoga. So it's called quiet time or alone time. And you can do it just about every day. You don't have to do it every day, but certainly you can. And you let your child know, hey, we've been playing together now for all morning, couple hours. So I need some alone time and you need some alone time. So I'm going to set you up in your room or wherever it is. It's not like in their bed or in their crib or whatever, but you might set them up with some dolls or toys, things to play with. And then you can also give them a timer, tell them, you're going to come back in 15 minutes and you'll come back together. And then you go in your own space or in your own room. I think the most ideal would be they go to their room, you go to your room. If they can't handle that, you could do it like in the same space where they're playing over there and maybe you're over here doing yoga or meditating. And then you take that time. If you can go into your room, you close the door, you do your meditation, you read your book, you just lock yourself in your closet to take a moment to breathe or whatever it is you need to do, depending on how old your children are and how many you have. And you have some quiet time. And the reason I love this so much is because I know from my own life experience, as I'm sure you do too, especially if you're a highly sensitive, empathic, intuitive person, I know the value of quiet time. I know that it's the only thing that can help me center, come back home to my core, to my root, to be in my center. When I spend too much time around other people, I just need to go be alone. It's like a magic pill that sifts everything through. We get to recalibrate. We get to process what we've been through and resettle. And the same is true for small children. So you can start doing this with your kiddos at even 2 years old. So if you're home all day with your kid and you don't get any space, now's the time to implement alone time or quiet time. And what it's going to do is it's really going to help them to recenter, but it's also going to help them feel grounded in this rhythmic life where we come together and then we're apart, and we come together and then we're apart. So it really sets them up with a valuable rhythm, because especially for children who are birth to 7 years old, the formative years, they're very sensitive. They're very much a part of their senses. Everything is very ethereal. They become what they smell and see and taste. They're just absorbing so much. So if they get that feeling in their heart and in their mind of that quiet time and then the coming back together, it sets them up for really healthy practices in their whole life, right? And really, avoiding so many of those issues that can come up for we humans, like abandonment or not wanting to be alone or all of that stuff. So try it out if you're needing some space and some time for you. Try it out even if you're not, because it's a healthy habit. And come back, let me know how it goes. Post a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much for joining with me today. Namaste.